Hey everyone, it's Clint Tucker, guitar trainer and coach. It is Fretwork Friday, Volume 14. We're doing the second G7 bend that I alluded to last week. If you would, go ahead, like and subscribe. Click the bell so you can get notifications every time I post. And follow me on Facebook. And if you want to get a session with me, go to cwtucker.com and click the booking tab. And let's go ahead and tune up, and then we'll get started. There's E, 6. There is A, 5. There is D, 4. G, 3. B, 2. And E1. Alright, the gear I'm using today is I'm running through Mark 423 boost pedal from In-Creation Labs, In-Creation Audio Labs, and then every now and then I might kick on my Tube Screamer Mini, going through a Line 6 Echo Park, into my Mesa Boogie Transatlantic 15 in the Tweed model, and then I'm running it through my Sur Reactive Load box and going into S Gear and running my impulse responses through S Gear, which is a Tweed combo. This is without the boost. With the boost. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating that cool, like, almost slidey type of harmonica sound in a way. We're going to use our 3rd and 2nd string, or G and B string, and we're going to outline these dyads, which are major thirds and minor thirds on these 2 strings. Anywhere else, it would look like thirds and perfect fourths and minor thirds. But on this one, it's going to have that sound. Now, what we got going on is we have the B note on G, 4th fret, which is the 3rd of G. The 5th of G is D, and that is the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Then we're going to play those at the same time as a double stop. Then we're going to play the 3rd string, 5th fret, and the 2nd string, 5th fret, which is the C and E. Which in the key of G, that would be the 4th and the 6th. Then we're connecting C to D on the 3rd string, but what we're going to do, instead of playing the D right here on the 7th fret, we're going to come over here to the 6th fret, which is the C sharp, and we're going to bend half a step up. And then we're going to take the E note on the 5th fret and make it sound like the F note on the 6th fret of the B string. And we're going to bend that one half a step up. Now we're going to grab both of them and pull them up together. You can get a lot of cool variations of this by depending on how long it takes you to do this bend. You can pluck it with your right hand, with your fret, or with your picking hand. Some of you guys are left-handed, so I don't want to disclose or discredit any left-handers out there, southpaws. So you can use these 2 and pluck. You can also use the pick. You get different attack depending on which way you play it. But what you want to do is you want to get into that sound very quickly after you do this G thirds sound, B and D. Now you almost hear that sound. You hear this kind of thing. But what we're going to do is keep that A to a G, and we're going to take that C to a D. So do you hear it? So that is our G, D, and F. Now, the way I'm doing that little thing in the intro is I'm going to do double stop, compound bend, that double stop, and then I'm going to do a hammer on from A sharp to B, and then do a double stop on D and G on the first string. This should remind you of Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution from AC/DC. Kind of got that same thing. That kind of same sound, you can get that. So, once again, how do you practice this? You practice these bends by doing each note one at a time. Then play the double stop, and then try to do the bend with both strings at the same time. And then you can work that out. Now, all I have to do is to take this lick and practice it alphabetically, like G, G sharp, A. So if you need to practice that, just take the very beginning part, keep the formula the exact same, because no open strings are being used in this. So wherever this guy is, with the first finger, make sure that the middle finger goes on the second string of that. That sets you up to do that bend. And now wherever you are, you can make sure that that first finger will get you wherever you need to be to do that compound double stop bend. And then you can do that little double stop, almost like Chuck Berry lick at the end, and that'll kind of give you a way to end it. So you can use that. Then you can practice putting a lick, connecting with it. Maybe practice going down a scale. That's a great way. So all you have to do is do the lick. Then where that first finger started, start at the first string and then walk down the minor pentatonic scale. And then play some rhythms that you are pretty comfortable with from songs. You almost can hear that AC/DC type of thing happening there. And then just continue to work on finding ways to get in and out of those notes that you're ending that bend on. And then going into new licks that you already know and continue to build that little chain of things in there. We could take that little bit of what we did a couple of weeks ago. Check that video out. It should be volume 12. And you can use parts of that or and doing that. Either way, you're using this as a jump start to other licks, and you're using these bends to give you new ways to express a G7 or any kind of seventh sound. And that's the most important thing. Okay, so you work on the overall sound, then you do bends on each note, and then you practice bending them at the same time. And if you need to know what that sounds like, start off half a step up, then come down half a step and bend. And then practice it all over your guitar. This is for G7 just because we've been working through G7 this month. But you can use it for anything. As long as you know where that bar chord is, it comes off of that. Yeah, so I really like the way that sounds. All right, we got one more that we're going to add in next week, and then we'll try to see if we can't put them all together and make this monster, huge chain of licks that you can use as just a way to practice, like improvising lick into lick into lick into lick. But thank you so much for your time. If you would, go ahead, like, subscribe, click the bell, and check me out on Facebook, cwtucker.com. Click the booking tab, and y'all have a blessed weekend. Share this with anybody that needs help with their bends. Have a blessed day.